Hello, YouTube. This is your host, Tommy Cunningham, from the life of Tommy C. I would like you guys, before I start YouTube, I want to tell you guys this because this is really true. Before YouTube, I was I was going through Stonebell for a long time. Since I was 18, I was having me a rough time during high school. And then after that, things started to go up. I was having trouble on the bus. I was I was doing a lot and a lot of different stuff. Like then after that, one day I, um, one day I was going to church, and I was doing some thinking, like, is church really, um, uh, is church really good? And when I got there, I saw me a lot and a lot and a lot of different people that I thought about was like, hey, they could be my friend. And luckily or not, that's when I went on my first ever trip. It was, it was, I was getting ready to go on a cruise. It was my first ever cruise with my mom. It was about this time a couple of years ago because we always spend the summer either in we always spend spring break there in Brown County, which was a really nice area. We always got us a cabin, and I'm wanting to put the cabin company that we went to. It's called Hills O'Brien Vacation Rentals. Or then after that, if we went there to Gatlinburg, we had us two options, okay? The first option, which I thought which was a good option, which was staying at a hotel. Now then after that, I started to control my anger. I started to do stuff that I really did like. Then after that, um, a couple of days after that, I was going to my mom's, and then after that, I was doing some thinking. I was like at my apartment, at this exact same apartment, and it was around my mom's birthday. And like, then after that, I was doing some thinking, like, why don't I start myself a YouTube channel? And that's the way I thought. I thought about starting myself a YouTube channel. And luckily, going through the years that I learned about being part of YouTube, like learning the ways of it, it started to react really good. Like, luckily enough, I found me a good job. I found me a good job at Nick's English Hut, which those guys there are really such a great organization. They start out with they put somebody with you, which is like really I think is a good idea, okay? Because you are getting ready to start out this job, and you always get a little nervous, but that's normal, okay? Like then after that, you guys are going through your obstacles. You guys are now thinking, where would be a good place for, for me to live? Um, so then after that, after a couple of years here at um, over there in a group home, I was at Simpson House, and I was generated by a lot of good staff. I was also generated. After that, I came to Bloomington for my first self-advocates meeting. And that's where I met one of the most kindest person ever, Nancy Smith. Or Nancy. So Nancy was like a really good girl to me. Like a really good person. Because she always helped me out. Like also through like a couple of years, like also I was doing some thinking and I was like, Tommy, why don't you go with your YouTube channel to like these different places? And that's where I got myself started on thinking, hey, why don't I start myself a good radio scanner business? Like I love talking about radio scanners and I love talking about trips. And like all the trips I've been on, they've been like such a great time. I have to say, for myself, they were such a great time. Well, then after that, we were started to go on our trip, which was a lot of fun on my first ever trip down there to Gatlinburg. Well, that was with my dad, and that was a totally different subject. And then after that, it came to the decision of like, where in the world, are we going to talk about using like my life and generating it through like different stuff, which also there's like a lot of great places that are in our neck of the woods. Which like also you guys could also just go find out like where your local businesses are, okay? Now then after that, you guys are generating a good method, okay? You're generating a good method of attack, okay? So like then after that things started to go well, and I continued to start doing like radio frequencies. I started to do like different stuff. I started to go through like my possibilities. And I also looked into like using like a good kind of like radios, because I'm always in to radios. It's just been such a passion for me, just like to listen to them. Well, then after that, it came after the couple of days, and I was like, Tommy, listen, buddy, you gotta make your own decision on like what in the world is gonna be your perfect method. Like then after that, you guys, then after that we were starting to use like different resources. Like you guys know me, Dad. I like to listen to different radio stations, and then after that, using like the different radio stations. Like also, then after that, I was I was thinking about like a couple of different things that would be really, really, really good for me. Which like also, there is like so much more different stuff you guys can do like in a single a single day, which is like really, really, really amazing. That I think that is what these different people do here at Stonebelt. Now, just to give you guys a little bit about the obstacle course, like what in the world have I learned through the group of milestones? Milestones, I had me 3 good people. My behaviorist, Mary, and a lot of different people. Like who always helped me out. Like they were like always there for me. You know? And like honestly, you guys, like looking into like different natures and like using like these different radio frequencies, I cannot highly, highly engage it enough. You guys need to look into like your different obstacle course, or maybe you guys need like a little bit of help. Like I was doing like some thinking, and I was like, Tommy, do you need some help? And I was like, well, yeah. And then after that, I thought of the way of using the help of like different people. Like your moms are like always there to help out. You guys got to understand that, okay? Which like also you guys need to understand that some days a lot of people might not listen to you because they are like busy. They might be working on stuff, and like also just looking into like several several different stuff. Like also, Stone Belt is like a really good thing for me. And I'm like really, really happy about my mom actually found me this. And honestly, you guys, honestly, looking around, at the several different stuff that I learned, also there is a lot of different stuff.